Yeah. Well, obviously, I'm extremely grateful, that we get to go back and hopefully once again, coach, teach, and learn from so many of our mistakes with a win. It's like I said in the pregame radio was, we are, we're beyond desperate, or at least that's how I felt. And, to regardless of opponent, and obviously, if you're 0-3, you're 0-3. And, I just did not want to go through that unpleasant feeling of a year ago, starting the season out 0-4, and we were just better than that. I thought Tiana came in and really gave us an extra spark, lift from an energy standpoint. Obviously showed some rust from not playing in the first 3 games, and didn't miss on a couple of converting there in the low post at times. But for the things that she did, and when she needed to do it, she's sitting there cramping. They're not going to let me sub her in and out for the free throw situation. I'm certainly not going to call a timeout and freeze my own kid. So I was really proud of her. She stepped up and gutted it out and knocked both of them down in a big situation in a big game when they were making their run. So, at the end of the day, it was about free throws. And, this is starting to become obviously a huge, I think, mental thing with them. We had a chance to quite frankly, blow the game wide open. And we made some crazy, not very high basketball IQ plays to let them get back in the game, which I credit North Texas for their fight. They fought until the bitter end. And then when we went to the free throw line, one miss led to another miss, and then so on and so on and so on. And then obviously we would go down and foul them at times. So we wouldn't score at one end, and then we'd go down and foul and allow them to score with the clock stopped. And that's at the end of the day is what allowed them to get back in the game. And I felt like we kind of prematurely, for whatever reason, were wanting to assume the win. And, you can never do that. And again, like I said, at the end of the day, I'm really, really glad that they were able to, for the first time, with this group, get that first W.
Talk about the positives that led to the 15-point lead.
Well, I just thought our energy was so much different. I thought we were, really, executing much better. I thought our cuts were a lot sharper. Thought we were obviously passing the basketball much better, not forcing things, not this no-look, one-hand stuff that we've all of a sudden, got caught up in. It's almost like, we're, for lack of a better analogy, it's like, sometimes we're playing like we're on the and one tour. And that's not what we want. That's not how we play basketball here. And, it needs to be solid. It needs to be fundamental. And, I think that's – that's about the only way I know to describe it, Chris.
When you looked at the score being what it was in the second half, just around the 8-minute mark or whatever, and you see changes and all starting to happen out on the floor, what goes through your mind now when you see not so much the momentum change, but the pace of the game changing?
Well, I just think with the pace and change of the game and the momentum to a certain point, like you're saying, if my memory serves me correct, that's about within that time frame. I called the one timeout to try to. I called a timeout in almost the very beginning of the first half because we came out lethargic and gave up 2 quick buckets right off the bat, and then in that same point in time that you're talking about, after having I think it was up to a 15, 16-point lead. We go through the same thing. And so you try to stop the momentum with timeouts. But at the end of the day, what's going through my mind is how can we do this? I guess at the end of the day for me, and I'm old school, I'm old, fashioned with all of it. It comes down to your mindset, and it comes down to the big old Valentine having a heart and understanding, hey, guess what? Nobody's going to take this away from us. Nobody's going to take this away from us tonight. And, at the end of the day, we did find a way to get it done. But, I mean, that's the whole, during that whole time frame of I just think if I have to put one thing on, I think we have to be two things. I think we have to be much, much more disciplined. And I think we have to be a whole lot mentally tough, or tougher, I should say, because I felt like we really kind of gave in. And I think we kind of also revealed some of our inexperience.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, guys.